Just get all beautifulified. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Storytellers Hearth. This is the 18th productivity stream. I hope you're all doing well. I will let my lovely co-hosts introduce themselves. So we'll go clockwise around.
Clockwise? Emma?
Yeah.
If it's clockwise, it would be you.
It would be you first.
Oh, well, I don't know my clockwise from my anti-clockwise. I'm Elaara Wylder. I live in Perth in Western Australia. I am a self-published author. I wrote my debut novel, Silverhorn, in... Oh, I've got it down there. I just forgot to pick it up. Thank you, Heather. In Nano 2021, and today I will be working on the second novel in that series.
And hi everyone, my name is Emma Bennet. I'm a hybrid author. I write kissing books, basically. I write contemporary romance. I'm attempting the Regency romance, but I also write children's picture books and apparently non-fiction for writers as of last month. I'm also a freelance developmental editor and a writing coach, and I have a YouTube channel which should be linked down below. I'm going to be doing Nano for the second time this year. I kind of have to win because I wrote a book about how to win NaNoWriMo, which came out a few weeks ago. So it would be a little bit embarrassing if I mess this one up. And I'm going to be writing my Christmas book for next year. My Christmas book for this year just came out last Wednesday.
Ooh. Yes. Hello. My name is Heather Salter-Purves. I'm a author. You are here on my lovely channel. I currently have one young adult paranormal novel out called Cursed Cove. It's the first book in the Keepers of Devil's Bay series, and book 2 should be out by the end of the year, and it is called Haunted Headlands. And yes, so we have some people that have popped in. We have Chloe and Emma saying hi in the chat. Cool Gamer, hello. Lisa, how is the job hunting going? We've got CB that's come in. Hello, happy time zone. Me saying hello. I'm saying hello. All right, Hughes. You will be happy to know book 2 in that duology is going to be Battles of the Citadel, or Battles of the Banished, and it's the Citadels of the Hollowlands. And Splinters of Ash is book 2. Book 1. After our lovely chat. I popped into a social stream with this lovely lady here, RA, and Charlotte, and they helped me with some titling of a duology. So I finalized it. Okay. So let us know what you guys are going to be working on in the chat. Hello, Jess.
Hi, Jess. I need to have that over here so I can see people.
That could be helpful. And what are you lovely ladies working on?
I am going to spend the first sprint. I've got something that I need to do for a friend with his YouTube channel. So I want to get that done before he wakes up because he's in Canada, so he's still asleep. But it'd be nice if I managed to get that over to him before he wakes up. I've also maybe just got some reading that I want to do, but I'm prepping for NaNoWriMo as well. So I'll probably mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. And Laura?
I am going to be working on my book 2 of his book 1. Book 2 is titled, this is Silverhorn, down here. Book 2 is titled Black Wings, and I am at 74,000 words into the first draft of that. So, and I'm trying to get as much of the first draft done before Nano because I've got a totally different project, which Heather is very excited about, for Nano.
because I'm going to be your first reader after Chloe with that one.
Oh,
Yes.
I've been bugging her to write this because she told me about it. I went, yes, that one. I'm going to be working on the delightful author website for the sprint and have more fights with WordPress. So we have a Marvel fiction, as usual. Let's go to the series.
I love fanfic. So, you know.
Matthew Perry.
I know.
yeah.
I'm excited to hear about it.
We've got a haunted house novella collection.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice. You'll be finishing a chapter. I'm stuck on. Oh, no, let us know what you're stuck on. If you would like some unstucking.
Unstucking, some brainstorming. We can help.
Brainstorming is a good one.
We can try. I'm trying to tease out some issues. Okay, well, if you want some brainstorminess, let us know. The Brain Trust may be able to babble at you.
Or else we'll come up with such rubbish that she'll realise that what she had already was fine.
Yes.
That's the other option.
Maybe that. Entirely likely.
Okay. So the plan for this is going to be a quick 10-minute get your ish together sprint, and then we'll probably do 30 minutes. Does that sound good to everyone in the chat here?
Yep.
Please also remember, if it is silly o'clock for you guys somewhere and you haven't considered having some sleep during this event, please do take care of yourself and do get some sleep.
But also leave the stream running so that you get the watch hours.
Right, too.
And don't forget the photo.
Yes. So let me go find.
Tea is life.
Tea is life. Caffeine.
Definitely. Tea.
And let me pull up my stream. While we're doing that, I got rid of it. But tell me what the best book you've read this year has been so far.
Oh. What have I been reading this year? I'm going to have to get my Instagram up to actually see what I've been reading because my mind is going completely blank. I'm like, have I read a book this year?
Does a reread count?
Yes.
It totally counts.
Okay. Then my absolute favourite, which I reread this year, is a book called Socially Awkward. And the orc is ORC, because the main character is an orc. It is a male romance, but it won second prize in the Australian Rainbow Book Awards in the asexual category, because even though the main character, Dave the Orc, has a love interest, they don't do any of that squishy, kissy stuff. And it was the sweetest book I've ever read, and it will give you allergies. So, and it's by Lisa Henry and Sarah Honey.
That's really nice.
It's a really nice book.
Right, what I think I found my favorite. I think my favorite was it's called Cecily. And I can't remember who the author is, and I can't see it on the Instagram picture that I found it on. But it's historical fiction, and it is about the wife of Richard, Duke of York, who was pretty amazing from the sounds of things. And yeah, it was really, really great. Quite an easy read, even though there's a lot of history in there, and it showed me a lot about a period that I didn't know a lot about. It did really, really make me ugly cry towards the end, though, which was not a good look, but it's fantastic. Annie Garthwaite, I think that's her name. There we go.
I read Ringshot, which is the alternate history of the Ku Klux Klan. It's like a by P.D. Clark.
Right.
And it's like the Ku Klux Klan Klansmen aren't actually people. They're like demons from another dimension that feed on hate.
Yes. Well, I mean, true anyway. So.
Yes, but it's really like twisty horroriness. And we've had Babel, or the Necessity of Violence.
Oh, I've heard good things about that. Margaret Pinard was reading that one.
Is that the whole title, or is Babel a different book to the Necessity of Violence?
I think it's all one. I think that's all one title, yeah.
We've got Truly Deeply...
Alan Rickman, honestly, also like the best ever screen villain I've ever seen he's played. Do you know what I mean? He's just the penultimate.
Yes. This is on my list of things to read, and it's before the coffee gets... Which it's like a time-traveling like cafe, and you can get a coffee, and then you can travel back in time to find someone, and you have until the coffee on your table gets cold to talk to them.
That's so cool. Don't add milk to that coffee. Is my first thought.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not cold milk.
And keep your hands around it so it stays warm.
Yes.
I wish to
even if you're in another time. Yes.
Bring your own thermal mug.
Smart.
This one is to our families. Oh, about the Rwandan. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not going to be an easy read.
No. But just go through my Goodreads and jump. Okay. Is the Children of Time the space one that's the giant spiders in it?
It's a chunky book. I've seen it, but I don't know whether I might have it actually. I don't know whether there were spiders.
There's like sentient alien spiders, and they're like ginormous. I'm not a huge sci-fi reader, so I'm like spiders. Because books with Emily Fox, I think's read it. But I'm not 100% sure. But we will get into our first little sprint.
Oh, they're so cute.
Appropriate.
This is my... And I always go for the little... Oh, hang on. Do I go pumpkin pot or...
I love them all.
Dragon, because that is what we refer to my daughter as. So I'll go for the dragon. Let me know who you would like to win this little race.
Who's that? The second one from the top? Is he like a knight or something?
Hannibal Lecter.
But we will have a turn up in a different one. I say yes. There's basically a virus, and they speed up apes to speed up the right. So they are giant sentient spiders. Okay, sorry. So we'll jump into that. The skeleton looks like Lord Voldemort. Yes.
Okay, I want Pumpkinhead to win.
You want the
Well, I'm going to go for the ghost because this skin never sees sun. I'm a night shift worker.
Okay, so
I go outside of the daytime.
We'll dive into this one with a quick get your ish together, open up your documents, do what you need to do, and we'll be back. Happy writing!
Come on, Ghosty!
So we have a little skeleton who won. Ghost.
That was exhilarating. It was a lot.
So how did we all go that stream? I managed to.
I got more tea.
More tea is always useful. Always useful. I had a bit of a fight with the lovely machine of WordPress. Let me know if anyone else has fun with WordPress.
I don't use it.
It tends to behave quite well for me, but then I do have a very useful husband who codes and things. So if I do have a problem, I can just kind
I need
of
to
go,
borrow
"Hey."
your husband because my husband has very big hands and can hit things very hard. And he makes a great cup of tea.
But
he is not a coder. When we first got together, he used to email. His mother lived in New Zealand. She's passed on now, but he used to sit down to type, and he'd go to send her an email. And I'd be like, "Move, tell me what you want to say to start talking." I couldn't stand it, and he, yeah. So, and it is 20 some years later, and I think he's progressed to 2 fingers.
oh, bless him.
So he's not a coder. Bless his little cotton socks, but he's very good at carrying heavy stuff and hitting stuff very hard.
It's just a
Very useful skills.
But he did. This is my. I don't know if you can see. Oh, I don't know if I can turn my arm enough. I got this tattoo in honor of my first book. And down here there is a book, and on this side there is a little teacup, and that's to honor him, because when I was like in the full swing of whatever, he would come in, put a cup of tea down, and then just back away. No, it was empty. He would just refill it for me, and it was just the sweetest thing. So that's to honor him. So
that's the best, isn't it? When it's like, I love you, I'm bringing you a hot drink, especially if they also bring chocolate. And then I'm going to leave you alone and not be annoying.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm not a fan of chocolate, but other snacks.
Other snacks would be good.
So we had Sarah get onto page 49 of her job listings. You've had breakfast. Amazon groceries are always helpful.
Cool. That reminds me, I need to do mine later.
WordPress. You've sorted out lunch for work tomorrow and looked at that next to realize it's a magical point.
I have to say, most of my online shopping of late has been Temu, so I don't really care if I eat or not, as long as I get my orders from there.
Okay. And we've had
some. I did do 61 new words in that.
Very good, very good. I got my About Me page done.
Nice. Well done. Well done. I went through the stuff for my friend as well. It didn't take very long, so that was good.
Yeah. So what we'll do is the next fun question while we're racing is, where did they all go?
That's a question.
That is an interesting question, yeah.
Well, in my case, my poor Pegasi and unicorns, my Silverhorn is a Romeo and Juliet-esque story. Unicorns and Pegasi are at war, and my main character is the Silverlight princess of the unicorns, but unfortunately mine have gone to a hell realm, so poor darling. So that's where mine have gone. And they are being tortured. So I mean, not tortured, but the Queen was considering keeping Stig, who is a Pegasi, captive in her harem. So because her what do you call him? He's a seer. Said that his manhood was of a reasonable size, so he would be an adequate addition to her harem.
You do. Fair enough.
So that's torture for a male, isn't it?
Yes. There we go. This is. Which retelling would you like to be done, retold, and by which author?
That's a very interesting question.
So while we contemplate our question, we will get our next sprint up. See, there's a knight this time for you, Emma.
Oh, but I kind of like the vampire.
You can have
I
the
feel
vampire.
bad your Pumpkinhead has been chucked out, like that he wasn't good enough. And he really tried, but just, physics with that head, it's like really hard.
Yeah.
So you'd like to see Little Woman.
Who would you like to retell it though, CB?
You're going for the skeleton again? Skeleton Mort. Yes.
Okay, I'll go for the knight because he's got a sword and that's kind of cool.
Look, I've got a bit of a dilemma here, because while some people have called me a witch, sometimes substituting the W at the front of the word with a B, I also, my children, my daughter in particular who lives with me, calls me Dracula, and for me to sort of rise out of my coffin, all I have to do is switch the kettle on. So I'm kind of going a bit of a dilemma. I think I might go with Drac because I'm so pale today and I'm not green.
Okay.
Jess, wow, that would be a book.
That would be amazing.
Ooh.
So let's jump into this sprint. And while you're thinking about answering your question, we will get some writing done.
Cool.
I'm going to go and get a drink.
No. Happy writing.
Jay's going to look after you.
So the witchy poo won that time. Who had
She
the witch
cheated.
down? She cheated, did she? Oh, goodness.
Definitely.
How
Did you see how
rude.
sad my knight was? He was like on the ground, like traumatized.
Oh, poor darling.
Yeah.
So we had Andy come say hi.
Hey, Panda.
Yes. The ghosty one. Yes, I had to go rescue the wife from the toddler. We also had Joe Wright's come in and say hi. But let's get back to this question. Oh, we also had Anya turned up. Anya came to say hi. So yes, about this of Little Women, we had I don't know, but CB might do it themselves. This one I enjoy.
Get the story you want to read.
This one I quite enjoyed too.
Oh,
that one would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be hilarious, actually.
That's what we have.
Yeah, Emma Thompson would do Little Women well, I think.
Who else? Did we get anyone else's?
She has got a good grasp of that sort of era. So,
yeah.
Mm.
The witch always cheats.
Mm-hmm. I suspected that about her. She had that look.
I noticed that Drac had his hands over his, downstairs bits, and I just wondered if the end of the broomstick had sort of been sent down the line,
Get them
Or
all.
maybe he needed to pee. Maybe he forgot to pee before the race and it was a half-an-hour race.
It wasn't very long. Oh, you do have every attempt. Going to have none of that self-bashing here. No, CB. No.
CB, every person has a story, whether they have it inside them or whether they have absorbed it from their environment and their family and their upbringing, and all of that other stuff makes absolutely no impact, no difference to your ability or the fact that you can or should be entitled to tell your story. You write that shit and you write it down and we will read it.
Yes, we will. Mm-hmm. And we have managed to go a few minutes. Okay, next sprint, we have a toddler to get rearranged. Good morning, Richard. Now, you're not allowed to pick on nobody, Mr. Richard. I watched you on the stream last night and the claws were all out. Oh, tat, tat, tat. I've got Emma here to keep you online.
No, I don't believe that about Richard. Whose stream was it?
Yours.
Oh, he was awful in mine, in fairness. The boys took over my stream completely and it was horrific. And all I could do was just watch it all unfolding in the chat and just go,
poor James was lovely on my stream and then he got ripped to shreds by you and Martin, Mr. Richard. Holiday, and that's unacceptable. I accept no bullying.
Look, I can see his halo. It's right there.
Just choking him. That's okay.
It's not up here. It's down here.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. See, and you will read your book. I think you can do it, CB. What did I miss while I was asleep? A great many, I think. I don't know. So, those who have just joined us, what is your answer to our lovely little question? And my lovely co-hosts, did we answer the question before we went into the sprint? Did you have time to think?
I love all the Greek myths. So it would be a retelling of the Greek myths, and lots of those are being done at the moment. Madeline Miller does an amazing job of those. So I would like to see her doing more, please. She needs to hurry up with her books.
Especially, with that being said, what I read this year that was good is also Natalie Haynes, Stone Blind. Hi, Pete.
I didn't love that one, I have to say. I was disappointed with that
and
one.
My mum went to the UK last November and I said, I want this specific edition. So she trounced all over. I went to about 4 different shops just to get it for me.
Oh, that's nice.
It was my Christmas present.
It's pretty.
Yes, the mummy voice came out.
I'd like to invent a story with Henry Cavill, and it would have nothing to do with a book, I can tell you.
You can read mine whenever you want. I've just got to write the smutty stick for you.
Emma, I have got an idea for myself. I'm thinking of doing, and I've mentioned it to Heather already, the retelling of various fairy tales and myths and slotting them into the 7 Deadly Sins, series that way.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd be very grown up and lots of, sex, lies and corruption kind of things. So I know. I think that will be a heap of fun. I don't know that I'll make the best job of it, but I'll give it a go. But it's hard to know.
Now, I'm being picked on, Richard, by my wife, okay? So we're all Would you like anything by Henry Cavill, would you, Emma?
Not
that you, Emma?
anything. I mean, he could read to me if he wanted to. He doesn't need to write it. He could just, read to me. That would be nice.
I mean,
Shirtless.
let's face it,
that
if
would
he
be
was
nice.
standing in front of a green screen, without his shirt on, reading his shopping list, we'd watch it.
Yeah, that would be, that would be
You're
fine.
not going to say no.
I'd support that.
My default answer would be something like Laini Taylor or Sean Maguire doing Macbeth.
And there's Heather being serious.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I would really like this Elaara Wylder person to do a Van Helsing retelling.
It's not a Van Helsing retelling. It's a totally different story.
I would really like this Elaara Wylder to do a vampire story.
Well, wait for the end of Nano.
Yeah. I expect to at least read 30,000 words of it in December.
How much?
30,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to kick that 50,000 shit out the door.
Oh, no, I'm just being nice and realistic of 30,000.
30,000 is a lot.
It is. And yay! Lisa is on her page. Okay. So,
people working with answers, they can get Uber Eats. They can't afford Uber Eats.
My husband just bought me dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody else is wondering where theirs is, they can Uber Eats their dinner because none of y'all can apparently afford Uber Pete's.
I have heard Mr. Apple Burger Rogenberger Bieber Booba. I am very hurt.
When our kitchen is finished, you guys are coming to dinner.
Yes. But I will get a new question up while we get our new sprinties up. Who we got to bet on this time?
I'm going to go with the knight again because I don't feel like I should just abandon him, especially after what the witch did to him.
Okay.
Oh, but the little purple guy is so cute down near the bottom. And he's kind of more my size. So maybe I should go with him. What is he?
I always think he's a little like gremlin or goblin.
I think gremlin or goblin, yeah.
I think, okay. As much as I don't want to abandon the knight, he was a bit useless. So I'm going to go with the little goblin thing.
Tell us how you really feel. And here is the question.
I'm going to go with Frankie because working night shift makes you feel a bit like a zombie, and tonight will be my third night in a row. Oh. So I'll be going to work like this. So I think Frankie is my sweet spot at the moment.
The little devil just looks really tired. I don't think he's going to manage half an hour, honestly.
You didn't miss a lot. All right. Just everyone picking on everyone else. That's all right. Much less. Okay. Right. You're going with the devil. You're going with the mummy.
Oh, also, we had a surprise visit from my doggies in the last sprint too.
Oh, lovely.
Both of them wanted
I'm going to go for the witchies because they kind of saved the day in one of my books. So we'll go with that.
Oh.
But while we're going on our sprint, I will let you answer that question too. He didn't live up to your expectations. No, he didn't. He was useless.
No, he didn't. Whereas the little goblin, look how excited he is. He's like doing little jumps, like, let's go, boys.
Let's go. Ready, set, race. The knight won that time.
Shouldn't have abandoned the knight so quickly. Oh,
No, I should have had belief. The goblin was rubbish. She put no effort in, easily distracted.
honestly,
I
I
was a
think the
fool.
knight did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I think it was deliberate.
Yeah.
I get
Typical
lulled into a
male.
false-
I know, right? Although it's hard to tell that he's actually male behind all that armor.
I guess, but I feel it wouldn't be very comfortable at the front for a lady. I'm kind of feeling it was probably male.
Well, I have to say, this lady wouldn't find it any different. Sadly.
So, to answer this question, because I pulled this out of one of the videos I've done recently. So I answered it in that question, but would you rather leave your endings somewhat open and bittersweet, or leave your endings on a cliffhanger? So we have Jess, who would like them to be somewhat open and bittersweet. Ari left. Bye-bye. You like the timer. That's good. I use this timer quite regularly. You want cliffhangers if the sequel's coming out. Yeah, but you also then don't read the sequels quick enough.
That's
Is
true.
it the show? You tell me if mine finishes on a cliffhanger.
You can't show us the cliffhanger. You're giving away spoilers.
Ready?
There's no
Goodness.
The last word of the book is oblivion. To be continued.
Exactly.
Dun, dun, dun. Yours is coming. Richard finally got his document open. That's helpful.
I don't think he did much, because he sent me a picture of the breakfast that he's in the middle of eating, and it's huge. So I'm feeling that most of that was spent eating his breakfast.
Okay. Well, thank you for subscribing. Yes, if you're here and you haven't, please consider liking the stream. And to answer my question, Andy has satisfying emptying, closes loops, makes more people spell, kind of ending. Okay. Does it? But what do you write as well? Because I think it depends on what genre you write typically.
And he's just started writing fiction. He's going to be writing thrillers. He's written non-fiction before.
Oh, okay.
Well, a thriller almost has
He's
to
moving
have
over.
Well, if you're writing a romance, you have to have a happy ending.
Or at least a
Exactly.
happy
So I always have to have a happy ending. But that's
reading.
I want my characters to be happy.
Oh. So now. No, just get it done.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I wouldn't do that. He'd probably like the will.
Yes, but Stephen King can't write endings, apparently, from what I've heard.
Well,
Maybe he has his breakfast at midday. Actually, I still wouldn't get 2,000 words written before midday, in honesty. So
I think he does say that he does 6 pages a day. And I guess that depends on the font and the size of the font and stuff. But I think he does say before 11 a.m. and then he goes out for a walk first thing in the morning, writes, and then it's afterwards that he has. Yes, he says 11 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, well, with a career like that, you can do whatever you want, basically, can't you?
Well, exactly.
Don't be rude. Don't be rude.
yeah, exactly. He was a very lovely little goblin.
Yes. The armor is heavy. Yeah.
Well, I think the knight just proved that he had no armor concerns that time. He was just being either deliberately annoying last time or deliberately won this time just to annoy people.
Or maybe he was warming up the first time. Maybe he was like, working out his rhythm.
Stephen King. I haven't actually read Stephen King yet. I've yet to read him. Misery, Triumph.
There's so much more to, if you've seen a single Stephen King movie, the book will be in a different universe of better. Whether you like him or not is beside the point, but so much of his characters' journey they go through on the inside of their head, and that is very, very difficult to translate to film. So a lot of the impact of what is considered scary in his stories is just missing from the films themselves. The Shining didn't do too bad, though.
Cat. Yes, cats are helpful, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do
unhelpful.
like to plonk themselves in places.
Very rude. The cat's taking over the laptops. You've got your dog warming up your feet.
I did, and then he walked off. They're freezing now.
My dog is right here in the hope that I might drop some of my dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Vlad the Inhaler. I like it. My dog is called Jersey. He's a bull terrier staffy, and apparently he's storing up a storm. And Mahogany is our black and white tuxedo 11-year-old. No, almost 13-year-old cat.
Oh.
I had a black and white cat a number of years ago, like 40 years ago, that I was just, you know how some animals, you love them all, but some just get inside your soul kind of thing. And she was my buddy. And she was a black and white, semi-long hair, could practically talk to you. And her name was Minstrel. And for those of you who are old, there used to be a show which was very offensive to people with skin that's not white. And that was called the Black and White Minstrel Show. So she was, it was in black and white on TV, but she was called Minstrel after them. But she was just gorgeous.
Thinking of reading this, but I'm not sure.
I haven't heard of it before.
Oh, it's a stalker thriller duology. Self-pubbed. Yes, it is self-pubbed, and I'm finding it's really expensive at bookshops. But that's also because Ingram Spark's being a bit silly with how they're paying their authors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Reads has mixed reviews on it. Yep. Hello. Hobgoblin. Go, Hobgoblin. There you go. We decided it was a hobgoblin.
I want nothing more to do with him anyway, whatever he is.
Well, that's what you said about the night, and you changed your tune about that one. So, hello. Please,
Okay, go.
Chocolates. No, we're Australian, Richard. They're not chocolates.
Exactly, Jess. Exactly.
Which is with another late thing. The submission directed at the end in general or final book. However you'd like to take it. There is a bunch of other questions in that. Would you rather take it? Is recent on my channel, so if you'd like to go check it out and answer it yourself, that would be great too. So we've got about 6 minutes before the next one, and I believe there is also a social stream currently running. So the playlists are both in the descriptions down below. While you're there, please consider checking out my lovely co-hosts' information, which is all there. And we shall go clockwise again and plug any of your stuff that you would like to. Where you'll be
my YouTube channel listed below is probably my gaming channel. Feel free to subscribe. I will be posting videos on there at some stage about my other two channels. One of them is my writing channel, which only has 7 subscribers. Don't bother. I'm plugging my book, Silverhorn, by Ella Wild, available on Amazon in softcover and Kindle. And absolutely check out Heather's book because I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed being a beta reader for her. And Emma, go.
Oh my goodness. Look, I just got organized and found my book. So this came out a few weeks ago. It's called Write, Eat, Sleep, Repeat, and it is a guide to winning NaNoWriMo. So very, very useful at this time of year if you are going to be attempting NaNoWriMo. It's only short. It's not full of a load of waffle or anything. It is actionable steps that you can do to improve your chances of winning NaNoWriMo. I also write contemporary romance. That's mainly what I'm known for. And my latest book is out at the moment. It's called A Christmas Truce, and it is available as both ebook and paperback.
Yes, my name is Heather Salter-Purves. I have one book out currently, Cursed Cove, and the second book will be out by the end of this year. I do have a dark fantasy romance new adult coming out next year, March. Hold me to it. And on Monday, I've got a Plan With Me Nano stream, and I will be running nano sprints, catch up productivities every Wednesday. They are all loaded on the channel already. So if you want to come hang out, see some more chaos, I may be able to get some lovely guests to come say hi. Not making any promises, but other than that, let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.